Currently, we are in a world where we are not having affordable energy, secure energy supply, sustainable energy supply, and low to no carbon energy supply. And what we need to get to is a system where we have all of that. If we don't have it, we definitely are not achieving our climate change target reductions that we are having in both sides of the Atlantic, and the world will be in a much, much worse shape than it is today. It is a very difficult question, and I don't think there's only one answer to that particular question. Energy management in total is extremely complex because of its differences in between continents, Europe and the US, obviously, but also in the wider perspective of China, India, and Africa and South America. It is also complex because we've got to look at generation of electricity, at the transportation of that through transmission distribution networks, and the consumption. So all of these areas will need to be taken into account. And finally, it is an area where you've got an enormous amount of policy interventions, and in the end, nothing in this world works without energy. I think there are quite a number of common areas. I would say number one is building awareness and educate people who do not understand, A, that there is a big similarity between tackling climate change and energy issues at the same time, and making them understand the impact of not doing it. Secondly, the whole area of technologies. We need a lot of new technologies, in particularly, as I said, in generation, in the transportation, so transmission distribution, and in energy conservation and consumption. Thirdly, we will need to look at the infrastructures that we are currently having between the United States and Europe, and how can we improve our grid to adopt flexible and intermittent power. Fourthly, we will need to look at energy markets on both sides of the pond, if you wish. Are they well structured? Do we have the right wholesale and retail markets in place? And do we have the right institutions in place to govern the markets? So there's an enormous amount of topics that we have in common. Last but not least, also all the policies that on both ends of the transatlantic pond we actually are looking at or have introduced, and how effective they are.